7 recap. I hope you guys miss me. I'm finally back from the suspensions, and the show will go on. We're gonna let this weekly recap play, and then we'll get to the show.
Artistry on display. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. He'll hook up with David Njoku, his tight end, in the end zone. The Browns get the victory here. They win it by 10. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And it's Chris Olave. He's going to haul it in middle of the field, and from there, it's a foot race, and they won't catch him. This will wind up as a 72-yard touchdown grab. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Well done here. It's a touchdown. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
All right, so as you guys saw, a lot of big-time games that was played Week 7. We had a lot of big-time games played prior to my suspensions, but we're not covering that. No need. So we will check out the Week 7. Senator first. We see home team won. Cardinals didn't win. He already ineligible. Bengals, Chiefs are already ineligible. Giants and Lions, I see why they didn't play. Same thing with these guys. But we're going to keep this thing rolling. Game of the week we had, I want to say it was the Colts. It was Colts game. Yeah, so we don't have a game of the week interview because neither of these guys played. I think Colts actually had to work. So, all right, so we had Bears and the Jets, two commissioners going at it. I didn't interview neither side. As we see a lot of offense in this one, 54 total points between both guys. 4 turnovers came from the Jets. Inability to protect the ball 4 times. And then they didn't have much time of possession. 24 to 5 minutes is completely embarrassing if you are the Jets. Taking a look at the statistics, Jets quarterback, he threw 318, 3 TDs, so that's not bad. Maybe Justin Fields is injured. I don't know. 3 interceptions, though, just way too many interceptions. 34 pass attempts, 255 Caleb Williams, 2 TDs, 1 interception. When we take a look at the rushing, neither side really ran the ball well. Brees Hall, 13 attempts, 43 yards, 3.3 on average. Taylor Green, quarterback, he had a few rushes. Blake Horvath, supposed to be the Rookie of the Year potential player, and we got to keep our eyes on him. He scored 2 times. Mason Taylor, 7 receptions, 108, 1 TD. Aaron Smith, 4 receptions, 93, 1 TD. Pretty good numbers right there. Defense, though, let's give credit to the Bears' ability to create some turnovers. 3 interceptions, 3 different players. 1 from their rookie, Anthony Hill Jr. Mike linebacker from Texas. Huge win right there by the Bears. Next up, we had coming off the suspension, tough loss right here, man. Way uncharacteristic of myself. Way too many turnovers. Completely embarrassing as well. 6 total turnovers from both sides. 12 total in this game. just not clean football from neither side. Uh, Shador Sanders, career high interceptions, 6 interceptions. I guess me coming from the suspension played a role into my lack of performance because I definitely didn't come ready to go. Maybe we can get in the groove and get back in the rhythm. Cooper Rush, 336, 4 TDs, 5 interceptions. Didn't play well. You expect that from Cooper Rush. Lamar Jackson is injured right now, so I'm gonna give Cooper a pass. I'm not gonna give Shador Sanders a pass. That's completely horrible. In the rushing game, we came back with a strong emphasis to run the ball, and we definitely did well. Maybe I should have gave Desmond Reed more carries. He had 16.6 average, 83 yards. Keaton Mitchell had 66, Tootin 23 average. So maybe I should have stuck with the ground a little bit in this just not good offense. I mean, his guys led the receiving category as well, and that's not like myself. I'm usually on top. I don't like that. Um, like I said before, just coming from back from the break, we had 2 interceptions. We played defense, though. I mean, wow. We actually decided to play defense, and we didn't play offense. Very surprising. 2 interceptions came from Zaire Barnes. Marlon Humphrey had 2 picks. Roquan Smith had 2 big ones. His users definitely, him on the user, definitely played a key role in a lot of those interceptions. Just way too many interceptions, man. You can't get the job done, regardless of who you are. And so we'll try to get back in the win column against the Commanders. I see what they did this week. Hopefully they played their game because he haven't responded back. Next up we had was the Browns and the Patriots. Browns won this one 41-31. Um, well, I did interview the Ravens. Let's get back. Let's get back. Did interview the Ravens um, after the win, the big win against Stephen A. Smith. You guys know I don't duck the smoke. And the same way I can stand in there and interview guys after their losses, I can still give out interviews after mine. So let's hear what the Ravens had to say, man. Maybe he talked some noise after this big win.
Yeah, that was definitely a big win against an AFC team, especially because I know how tight the playoff race is going to be towards the end. Just real happy that I was able to get through Lamar Jackson's injury. I think I lost one game without him, so I went 3-1. Couple forced wins were in there too, but I just need him back because Cooper Rush, he just can't make some of the throws, and I have no idea where the ball's going on 3/4 of them. Defense wise, I think I played a really good user that game for whatever reason, and I was able to get the animations for the interceptions, which was definitely a change from what's been normally happening to me, where they just end up dropping it or don't even react to the ball at all. So yeah, just happy on the way the defense played. I probably gave up a few more points than I wanted to, but I knew it was going to be a high scoring game. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's about it. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, Goose. As I said before, congratulations on the great win, as well as showing that if you play very good defense, man, I mean, maybe it'd be less crying about me passing the ball because I don't like turning the ball over that many times. So great defense by the Ravens, man. Way to come into the game and get the job done defensively. But we got to the Browns and the Patriots, 41-31. Very close game for the most part. Not anything that really stands out. Well, 4 interceptions, definitely something that stands out. Um, we didn't interview Amfish this week. Let's see if we did Patriots, Shiny Lobster. I don't think I did him neither. Uh, nope, we didn't get him neither. But big wins. Coming from the Browns, 41-31. We did see Trevor Lawrence play pretty well. 248, 2 TDs. Very simple statistic. 26 attempts, 69 completion percentage. That's definitely what you want to do. I see they have Kyron Drones now. Maybe I didn't see this when I was suspended, but that's a pretty good pickup right there. Drake May, 359, 3 TDs, just 4 interceptions, just way too many turnovers. Dylan Sampson, 73 yards, 3 TDs, pretty good stat right there. Stephon Diggs, 8 receptions, 96 yards. Kyle Williams, 4 receptions, 96 yards. Both of those guys had TDs. David Njoku had a TD. A lot of different guys was able to score touchdowns in this one. Cleveland Browns led the turnover as far as defense-wise. They were able to come up with 4 interceptions from 4 different guys on defense. So that's how you get the job done right there. Defense. Great job. Then we had the this is the fair win, I guess. It says the away team forced win. So they won 41-34. This was a very interesting game right here. I was very surprised to see the Texans pull away from the Cowboys. Turnover battle was 2-1. I did interview both guys in this one. Dak Prescott, 246, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. And then you got CJ Stroud, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Both guys ran the ball well, but we will see what these guys felt like after the game to kind of get an idea of what happened. So we'll start with the Cowboys first.
Yeah, thank you there, Stephen. I don't know what happened out there, man. Looks like our defense wasn't prepared. We don't know what's going on out there, man. The defense played good enough, but really not, and then the offense dropped a lot of passes. Over 3 passes. The game said we only dropped 3 passes, but it's a lie. You go back and look at all those passes dropped. I say it's over 15 passes. It was dropped, man. You can't win that, man. You got a receiver with 96 catches. And he drops passes, And then all the receivers catching everything, and they wasn't dropping nothing. A few drops toward the end, but not enough to make any difference. So I don't know. The game kind of played kind of bad, funny. Your boy was bouncing off people. Nixon, whatever his name was, bouncing off 4, 5, 6, 7 tackles. You know what I'm saying? So it just, it was ugly out there. We didn't like the product that we saw on the field, but we'll keep it at that. We'll try to be better week to week. We ain't gonna really discuss too much about what went down out there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to just, keep moving and try to get better. Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, so as you guys heard, it happens even in the real life. You get drop passes. 15 probably is overly exaggerated. I didn't watch the full game, but if it was 15 plus, then something is not right with that. But players definitely drop passes, so it happens. Even if you're a 96 rated guy, CD Lamb, before he got injured in real life, you guys can go check. He had so many drops, man. So that it definitely happens. Nico Collins, 4 receptions, 100 yards. Flybaby Gaming got back in the win column. This kid been winning games. It's expected, though. No shade thrown to him, but when you have somebody that's suspended 2 games, then you got a chance to run and win games, man. So I probably won't make the playoffs simply because of that suspension. But, we don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep fighting. But let's take a listen to hear what the Texans had to say after defeating the Cowboys 41-28.
It was a Super Bowl of Texas, and my guys came ready to play. Going into the fourth quarter, we held them down to 7 points. So defense got to clean up that finishing because he did score quite a few in the fourth quarter. Offense, man, we pretty much did what we wanted to do. We got Joe Mixon established, and he did his thing. We've been missing him the last few weeks with injuries, so we're a little bit behind in the standings. It was a good makeup game. Just one game at a time. So go Texans, baby.
And as I said before, congratulations on the Texans for winning the game against the Cowboys. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. You won. You're in the win column. You're looking good in the division, and that's what matters. You did defeat us early in the year before the suspension, so Texas definitely been playing great football. As I said before, no excuses. Green Bay and the Saints. Green Bay won 42-49. A lot of offense in this one. I mean, what we're talking about 24-14 in the first half, 22-21 in the fourth quarter. A lot of points being scored at the late part of that game. Turnover battles was 1-0. Saints was able to win this one. They have definitely been playing good football as of late, especially Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts received the Saints received a Christmas gift from the Eagles user. He was able to receive one of the best quarterbacks on the game, and so he's been playing great now. 6 total TDs, no interceptions, 3 sacks, 75 completion percentage. Definitely has to be one of his best games I've seen or reacted to.
What's going on, Stephen A? Shout out to the Packers. It was a hell of a game. Loving what our offense has been doing. Our defense, well, I think we're like the bottom 5 in everything, so that can definitely be improved. But Jalen Hurts showed up this game, having over 400 yards scrimmage between rushing and passing, and 6 passing touchdowns. Our rushing game, Jamal Haynes, our rookie, led us in rushing, but we had 30-plus yards from Nick Chubb and Jalen Hurts, with a few more yards from Kendre Miller. No rushing touchdowns, but sometimes you just need to put the ball in the air, and hopefully with the threat of the pass, we'll be able to run more in the future. Chris Olave came up really big in the fourth quarter. His one touchdown came after he broke a tackle on a short pass and was able to run it in. Tank Dell has been a game changer for the entire offense, honestly. Just as a receiving threat, opening up for the receivers, the running game, all of it. He had 3 touchdowns this game. Jamal Haynes, our running back, had a couple of big catches, so he showed up. Pena, of course, when I say something, he doesn't score, but he still had a couple of big plays. Shout out to him. Juwan Johnson, our backup tight end, actually had 2 receiving touchdowns. So even when he didn't get a lot of playing time, he still makes an impact. Our O-line did better. Only one credited sack allowed, which was to Calvin Banks. They've played better these last 2 games compared to that Steelers game. Our defense didn't really do anything this game up until the very end. No sacks, only a few, maybe just the 1 tackle for loss. But in the end, Justin Reed was able to make a play and get an interception late in the fourth, which essentially ended the game. Our kicker, Dominic Zavada, has been real clutch for us all year. I know we took him high in the 4th round, but I know I can trust him to hit almost any field goal. I don't think he's missed yet, so let's hope I don't jinx that one too. Overall, our defense obviously needs to improve. We've been awful, but our offense has really kept us in every game, and we will hope to keep that going. So.
Yeah, very, very good stuff right there from the Saints. And it's just a matter of they have a very good offense. Jalen Hurts, as I said before, 400 yards, just about 6 TDs. Jordan Love, they didn't really play too well. 1 interception, 283. He threw the ball 23 times. I mean, it's not bad. Let's see. I think we interviewed Z the Truth. Yep, we did. That is the Packers.
I was going. I was gonna say we came out. I felt like we played a pretty good game offensive. Our offense was doing what it needed to do, slinging that pill. We was running the ball real well. Offense is pretty good. Now, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's just Madden. I don't know what changed in the game. There was times where I actually read the play and ran in position to get the ball. My man wouldn't jump. I'm not trying to blame the game on this. I'm just trying to figure what's going on. I mean, I don't have a A1 stellar defense, but I know if I put my own stuff in position, I'm pressing the button and nothing happens. I'm like, hey, what's going on with this button? You know, I ran a route where he was going for a screen. I've been waiting for it. Ran down there, pressed triangle. My guy just ran like he didn't even see nothing. I had another guy. He was standing in position right in front of him, damn near, and you know, he threw the ball. My guy didn't even jump. I'm like, oh, come on. Besides that, you know, my defense didn't. We couldn't get any pressure on him. We did. He had Jalen Hurts, you know, ran out the pocket. He can escape. Pretty good game. Shout outs to the Saints. You know, he has great receivers too. Those guys kept getting open. Our receivers are not fast. They cover well, but you know, he found the open guy. Did what he did, and it's just right now. It's just like I say, big night and day shadow from like the first 3, 4, 5 games when Madden first came out and we started the league. Defense was defense, but right now it seems like no matter what I pick or do, man, blitz zone. I don't care if I call it perfect play. It seems like it's nothing I can do to pick defense. So we have to fix something out with this defense and figure out what's going on. But that one pick I threw, that was the pick that cost me the game. You know, I was playing a pretty good game toward the end, you know, just as well as he threw that interception, and that was the one that broke the camel's back. But shout out to the Saints once again, good game. And we just got to fix our defense. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of things being fixed, there was a announcement made by the commissioner, OJ. I mean, not OJ. I'm sorry, OJ. I can't put this on you. But Mike, he said that they basically going to raise the coverage, and then they're going to lower the accuracy for quarterbacks. Um, you know, which is I find very interesting. We just have to see what it looks like. You know, now we're going to be punished for being skillful at certain things we do. It's going to really impact guys like me, and I think I definitely play a huge role into that. You know, it's kind of like the Brady rule. You know, Brady. You know, you can't touch him a certain way, or the Dez Bryant catch. So I apologize to you guys because the Stephen A. Smith rule will be in effect next season. They will be lowering passer accuracy. I don't know how low they're going to take it, and then they're going to be raising coverage. But in my personal opinion, I'm not afraid of it because cover three is cover three, cover four is cover four, man is man. I mean, unless it's just totally bad, you know, to the point where somebody is wide open and because lower accuracy, they still throw it um, outside of what. If it's so bad to where if I'm reading coverages correctly and I'm still being penalized for it, then maybe that's an issue in my personal opinion. But I mean, it's really nothing you can do. I mean, you can lower accuracy all you want, but cover two is going to look like cover two. Cover three is going to look like cover three, and we'll see how low they go with the um, sliders. But I just think that what OJ and them, uh, you know, maybe the 70-30 rule or something like that. I came back running the ball because it makes sense. You know, you want to definitely run it so the game can be enjoyable for both sides. But when we started talking about touching sliders, because of guys being talented in certain areas, I think that's just something that is just an unfortunate situation. So we will see how low they go with it. But I honestly don't feel intimidated by it because, as I said before, I know how to read coverages. So unless he put it on zero, then we have a problem. Koopy, Falcons, they lost to the Panthers 32-46. As we can see, it was 24-28 in the first half. Turnover battle was 1-0. I spoke with Koopy, man. He feel like that no matter what he does, it's to a point where he might as well put the controller down. The defense is that bad for him. So I'm gonna play this video and let you guys hear him explain how bad defense has been. This is the second interview back to back where we with three, but in particular, um, the Green Bay Packers and the Falcons both speaking out about the defense.
Yeah, defense is a problem. I can't get a stop. I don't even know if he punted. He may have punted once. I tried everything. I feel like every time he ran a slant, I shaded inside with my corners, and they weren't within 3 yards of him. Offensively, I played fine. He had a kick return for a touchdown after I went down and scored pretty easily the first drive. Yeah, I mean, the defense is just bad. My front seven, outside of my two young edge rushers, are it's just bad. But we traded Drake London, and we're just gonna spend these next two drafts realistically probably just working on both sides of the offense and defensive line. So we'll see if we can figure some things out. But we've kind of punted on this year because I can't stop anyone. It's a shootout every game. So, all right, dude.
Yeah, it may be a shootout simply because that may be why Mike is going to adjust the sliders to make it not so much of a shootout. So maybe he's doing a lot of research to know what to correctly input because we know EA developers, they've been trying to fix this game since I've been born. So a lot of you are older than I am, and we're still talking about the same issues in 2025. So maybe Mike knows something that the EA developers don't know, and we will just have to wait and see. But I hate you traded Drake London. Damn, I hate you traded Drake London, man. I wanted to grab him next season, although I don't need him, obviously. But I still would have liked to play with him. As far as defense go, I mean, there's really nothing you can do, man. I mean, besides what Mike is going to try to do is raise the coverage and reactions and all of those things, lowering accuracy. I just hope we don't get to where we're playing Tecmo. So if you are listening to this interview, Koopy, please don't touch the sliders in the college football, man. If anything, if I'm passing the ball too much, just tell me. Send me a message to be like, look, just cut it down. Run the ball more. You know, let's come up with a percentage. But touching the sliders, it's a dangerous thing, man, because Madden, it's not, I can see if it was to the point where um, Madden would allow you to adjust sliders and not ruin other things, but that's not how things work. When you adjust one thing, just like he said he shaded inside during a route to stop the slant, but he still couldn't stop it. Madden works to where you have to shade outside to stop inside. You know, you have things like that. So this is something that not really too much you can do. It's just unfortunate. That's what something that they said they were supposed to fix. Now, obviously, I can't give any advice on defense because I suck at it. I'm ranked last in defense, but I do know enough to know that a lot of times it's the opposite. It's just unfortunate. I do know that much, you know. So if you want to stop inside, you may want to shade outside. Madden is that weird. We did interview the Panthers. Let's see what he had to say. He did win this game, 46-32, and I'm sure he's very excited. And then he didn't turn the ball over neither.
Hey, Stephen A., how's it going? Coming into this game, we just come fresh off of a loss, which, needless to say, put a little bit of dent in our momentum. So we knew that we was going to come out, we was going to do something. Generally speaking, the Falcons have been a team that we've struggled against in the last year and a half. So we've seen it was without Kyle Pitts. They had traded Drake London. So we knew all we had to do was get a couple of stops on defense, which we were able to do, and, just play mistake-free football.
we're happy, and all around we're happy with the two-headed monster in the backfield, Jonathan Brooks, Chuba Hubbard. They each had a few touchdowns. So I think Chuba might have had 3 on the ground. Jonathan Brooks added another. We have the big-bodied receivers. There's too much to cover. So we're just looking forward to progressing, making progress here. I believe we matched our win total from last year. And things are looking up in Carolina, man. Keep pounding. Have a good day.
Yeah, so we received a comment from a young man, Teen. He said basically we over analyzing the sliders. Yeah, I'm not really saying anything about sliders being changed now. I did see where they said that they didn't touch anything, but Mike had already stated he's going to touch it after this season. And so, like I say, we will see how it does with the things that they're trying to correct. Mike did say that he's going to lower passing accuracy and he's going to boost coverage and reaction. So we will see. We will see how it works. Next up we had was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the 49ers. Tampa Bay won this one 31-23. Very, very tight football game. 31-23. Tampa Bay finally getting in the win column. The 49ers lost this one. I'm very surprised. Let's take a listen to hear what happened in this one. 49ers had a lot to say about how he feel about losing this game against the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah, good day, Stephen A. Thanks for having me. Yeah, tough loss against a tough Buccaneers team, man. I mean, he's a good user. He really knows how to exploit the passing game and holes in your pass defense. Baker Mayfield pretty much picked me apart all game, and when he reached down in the red zone and kind of went to a 2 QB, 2 quarterback set using the rookie, it was pretty fast, pretty electric. That rookie from Colorado. So he got a couple of scramble TDs on me, I think. Yeah, my offense was moving the ball through the air, but I couldn't get my ground game going. That's a key part of my game, man. So it kind of made me one-dimensional. And yeah, my defense couldn't stop them until maybe late in the fourth quarter. So it was kind of hard to keep up the scoring. I kicked a field goal and I got behind. He was scoring touchdowns, and that pretty much was the tail of the game right there. Brock played pretty well. He threw for over 300 yards. That one interception was just a boneheaded play by me. I take full responsibility for that. I saw the defender there and still threw the ball, thinking that maybe my tight end would kind of for the defender to try to get the ball, but he was right there, so it was just a bad play by me. George Kittle played pretty well. He had 140 yards. The offensive line blocked one of them. We didn't get much pressure on him. We got 2 sacks, so we got home 2 times. We didn't manage to take the ball away, like you said. He won the turnover battle, so that's a big key to the loss right there. But it was a good team. And, the Bucs have a good team. It's hard to run on those guys. They have a strong front. They have some studs on defense. Winfield in the back end, who makes things hard for you. You always have to watch for what he's doing. And yeah, it was a good test. We need to go clean up some things in practice. And we look forward to our next match. Our next matchup against the LA Rams. Try to get back on track. So, yeah, thanks for having me, Stephen A. And best of luck with you and the Jags see the rest of the way also.
Yeah, I got the message from young man Teen. He said you never really would have to be able to play chess with coaching abilities on and such. I agree. I mean, I understand that for sure. I'm just interested to see how things will go once the sliders is being put in, because we definitely will see the difference between how the game is played now and to how it will be played once they begin inserting sliders. We will see how it plays out. It may actually be for the best. You say one or two patches will always make the new game into the last year's version. Yeah, I agree. I do feel like the patches play a huge role into how the game's played. I don't necessarily think it's anything that the league done or did, simply because that EA developers are the ones that change sliders and stuff like that. The reason why the game feel different is because of what EA did as far as the patches, as far as what you mentioned, and it has nothing to do with what Mike and them did. Yep, for sure. We also had Tampa Bay. He spoke out after the game, winning this one big time. Let's take a listen to hear what he had to say. Oh man, he didn't respond. I don't want to make him ineligible, but that might be the case. We'll check on him to see what's going on before we make him ineligible, because he always show up with these interviews every single week. So before I just make him ineligible, we gotta see. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, he's ineligible. It just sucks, because yeah. Next up we had was the Raiders. Speaking of the young man team, the Raiders won this one 32-24. Big win right here, Young. 14-10 in the first half. Also won in the turnovers 0-5. The Raiders been playing very, very good defense as of late. I'm very surprised as far as what young man team been doing. Not just over here, but even in the college. He's winning games. 5 turnovers. His defense was able to create. Bo Nix, 160, no interceptions. Drew Aller, 4 interceptions. Wow. And also 1 sack. Ashton Jeanty, 19 attempts, 122, 3 TDs, 6.4 average. Pretty damn good. I think this is probably the best performance we've seen all week in the recap. 3 total TDs. So he may actually have the game of the week. The player of the week. We will see in a second. 4 receptions, 116, 2 TDs. I don't think I interviewed neither guy. I think I had young man team last week in college, so I wanted to give him a break. And then as far as the Broncos, we didn't get him neither. But Raiders won this one big time. I think the Raiders are back. That is a big question. Is the Raiders back? I think they are. They win in a lot of games this year. Taking a look at the stats for this week, we already, as far as the end season awards. Right now, Shador Sanders, Drake May, CJ Stroud, top 3 in passing. Rushing, you got Jacobs, Horvath. You guys know the Bears been very high, the rookie running back, and Claiborne. Receiving wise, you got Travis Hunter, you have Brown. Yes, still a lot of games to be played. I agree. Kincaid. Sacks, you got Williams, Carter, Lawrence II. Interceptions, you got Wright, Davis, Thornhill. Tackles, Wilson, Sanders. Derek Stingley Jr. is up there with the tackles. As Young mentioned, it's very early. Let's take a look at the standings and see if we see any changes. AFC North right now, you got everybody's wide open right now, with the Ravens being 5-2. AFC South, you got the Colts, Texans, Titans, and Jags. With my suspension, I got to climb up out of the hole, but I feel like I can definitely do so. But you have the Colts right now on top. Definitely, but all of them been beating up on themselves. Everybody's kind of even with division wins and losses. So we have a lot of division games left. AFC East, you got the Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. Bills still hanging on by a thread, but it's looking like the Patriots is running away with this one, being 4 games ahead of the Dolphins. AFC West, you got the Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, and Chiefs. Raiders just won a huge one. They're 3 games behind the Chargers right now, 2-2 in their division. I think it's going to be very tight. It's going to be a tight race, but somebody got to beat the Chargers. Right now, they're undefeated. So maybe we can see some losses from them. Bears, Packers, Lions, and Vikings. Bears beat the Packers this past week, 3 games ahead. They're undefeated. I'm very surprised to see the Bears undefeated, 3 games ahead of the Packers. Lions still hanging on by a thread, but I think it's time to go ahead and count out the Vikings. They are 0-1 in the division, 0-6 right now. Unless they win out, possibly, I think we can go ahead and count out the Vikings. NFC South, you got the Panthers, Saints, and the Bucks. Even the Falcons. Everybody is still wide open. It's going to come down to the last game of the year. Saints 2-1. They're leading the division race. But you still got them Panthers, so we'll see what happens. NFC East, Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Commanders. We play the Commanders this week, so it's going to be a big game for the Commanders to stay in the race. Then you got the Eagles, Giants, and the Cowboys. With the Cowboys losing to the Texans, it allows the Giants to get back in there. OJ says there's a new Eagles owner, so we will see. Maybe he can get in there and run the NFC East. NFC West, you got 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals, and the Rams. Cardinals and the Rams on the thread right now, but it's going to come down to the 49ers and the Seahawks, with the 49ers being 5-2, 3-0 in the division as well. Jared, I think that's going to be nice. Jared coming to the Eagles, with them taking them over, he can potentially win the division because everything is tied up right now with them only being 1 game back. I think that's pretty good. Let's take a look at the in-season awards. Right now, we see that Jalen Hurts and Campbell both was players as far as Week 7 NFC. Then in the AFC, you got Josh Allen, Marlon Humphrey. I think that's pretty good right there. We will see what happens for the next week. And as Young stated, it's really nothing the league is doing with the sliders. It's just simply, you know, EA, nothing the league is doing. So, wow, I see the Patriots won 60-37 over there. So we definitely will react to that next week.